So April of last year, I was planning on starting a vlog series giving insight on the day-to-day life of musicians and completely got derailed just like most people's plans did. However, 2021 has been opening doors to get us musicians back out and touring like never before. So today, I finally decided to launch my new series called Doing That, an exploration into the life of a musician. When aspiring to be a touring musician, we commonly push ourselves to learn licks, tricks, and techniques to push our creativity and music to the next level. In doing that, we feel that we become a good musician, which in most cases is very true. However, when preparing to become a touring musician, it takes an entirely different set of skills and character traits to be able to achieve. Because being a musician is definitely about the music, but being a touring musician is about being a part of a family that makes music together. When being on the road, the thing that is very evident is that playing music is the smallest thing that you do. Most of your time is being taken up traveling, sleeping, conversing, and being with your touring family members. To give you a little insight on this, I've traveled many times to the West Coast to play shows, and a normal time breakdown of the day looks like this: 4 hours in an airport, 4 hours on the actual plane, 6 hours of dead time, 20-minute sound check to play a 35-minute set. Oh, and don't forget you have to get back home afterwards. Being a touring musician, you have to learn how to be a member of a family that you can connect to outside of music by creating relationships that last a lifetime. The reason you see so many bands or artists that routinely keep the same musicians for years and years is not because they are the best musicians out there, but because their music is enriched through their relationships. This month, I've had the opportunity to tour with a great family of friends on a tour called Songs for the Nations with gospel music artist James Wilson. Before we jump into it, we first need to know the different types of tours there are. Number one, the long-term tour. Number two, the short-term tour. And number three, the Weekend Warrior Tour. This particular tour I was on is considered the Weekend Warrior Tour because we are only out of town Thursday through Sunday. When playing any of these types of tours, there are different types of set times that you can play. First, an opener set, which is about 15 to 35 minutes. Second, direct support, which is about 45 to 60 minutes. And third, headliner set, which is about 60 to 75 minutes, and sometimes 75 to 90 minutes. For the Songs for the Nations tour, we have a headliner set playing a 75 to 90 minute set per night, totaling around 14 to 15 songs. Before we get on the road, the music director for the tour, arrangers, and the artists create what we call the show, or in other words, the live arrangement. And basically what this means is that we're changing the artist's originally released songs to have a different musical feel. The reason why this part is so important is because this makes the show memorable and gives the listeners new content that they can only experience by being at the concert. So for this tour, myself, Julian Tabares, the MD, Colton Duty, the guitarist, and Ken Sharp, the drummer, jumped on a couple of Zoom calls to create the final show arrangement for the tour. Once we have this, we can send this out to the rest of the band to rehearse and lock in before we leave for our first date. After rehearsing and locking in our parts on our own, we now move on to tour rehearsals. The location for rehearsal is determined by where everybody is located and how much time is needed to rehearse. For this particular tour, we are rehearsing at our first show location, which is in a city just outside of Houston, Texas, called Katy, Texas. But leading into this rehearsal day, we ran into a little issue with our MD, Julian.
Y'all, we just made it past TSA. My flight leaves at 6:30. It's 6:12 right now. I don't know, it's close. 10 minutes. Gotta make it. 10 minutes. Gotta make it. No! I didn't make it. I can't believe this. What now?
All right, so we just got here to the venue, which is a church here, Pentecostals of Katy. Let me let you see it. They haven't put out the seats yet because I think they're getting ready to put some new ones up. We got the sound booth back over here.
Hey, look, I'm not hating on you, bro. I'm your friend.
What we got here? Is that a Sony A7S?
No, it's just the A7 III. But yeah.
As an A7 III?
I wish it was the A7S III. Where's it at?
So here's what we're going to be playing this week. Well, let's see what we're working with over here. That's where the bass is. We got a GK700RB going into is that a Mark bass 410? All right, so right now we're about to go set up and just kind of get ready for rehearsal. Rehearsal is going to be happening, I think rehearsal starts at 9 p.m. tonight, but we're just going to, for the band at least, we're going to go ahead and just start getting stuff together just because we haven't touched any of this material in like almost a year. It's like 8 months. I don't know, since the actual recording of all this. And the reason why we're having rehearsals so late is because not everybody's getting into here. I don't think the entire team's going to be here until like 8 p.m. literally. So at 9 o'clock we're going to run everything. I think until probably midnight or so, and then we're going to finally retire and go to bed. So let's get up here and set up.
Alright guys, so as you can tell, I missed my flight. It's not looking good for your boy right now. So they have me on standby for a straight shot. So okay, this was the plan. I was gonna fly from Baltimore to Nashville, meet up with D1, the only Travis Dykes, and then from Nashville go to Houston, and we'd get there at like 10 something, right? So now I have a straight shot to Houston. I would get there at 9:25, but it's a full flight. And I was talking to the lady at the front, so nice. She was like, hey, so pretty much the only way you're making this flight is if somebody misses this flight. So let's hope somebody misses their flight. All right, y'all, so I couldn't get into the flight. So I'm gonna have to wait 12 hours to get to the next flight to get to Houston. So I'm gonna miss the first day of rehearsal. Nah, I'm kidding. Look at who I ran into.
Hey!
So many kids.
Whoa, what's happening? Boy, get that fresh cut, boy.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hold on, we gotta block his face. You can't be.
Nah, I'm back. I'm back. As you guys can see, all the Travis subscribers go to my channel. My channel's more fun.
Hey.
Oh my God.
He said, I try to support you, but you don't help me. Or stand up.
He's in the building. My dude Ken Sharp over here on drums.
What's up?
After rehearsal, we crashed from a long day only to be awakened by another day that became way longer than expected. Yo.
What up? I just woke up, man. That's why I look like trash. What up, vlog? This is day 2. We've got a busy day today. We got a show tonight at like 7. We gotta be back out. We gotta get up at 4 a.m. and head to Memphis. So
that's right.
You gotta catch your rest when you can get it.
I see y'all keeping the room nice and clean.
What up? We on the short bus. We're riding to school with Julian.
Lindsay
I
Biller
hate
up
you, but I
front.
love you.
Lindsay Biller up
I
front.
almost
Say
cried when I
hello.
saw that.
My boy Cam, what's going on, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, bro. What you writing there, brother?
Prep.
What's the P stand for?
This is
Okay, don't worry, we're getting
the
there.
lesson we're getting there. As God's giving it to me as we move on. So here we got prep. You got to put your prep work in before you get rolling. This P is going to stand for preparedness.
Isn't that like short for?
Prep is short for
prepared.
No, it's not.
Not anymore.
Y'all just relax. I'll get where I'm going. This R stands for rich. Make sure your gig's paying. This E stands for everyone eats. Because if you ain't working, nobody's eating.
That correlates to the
Rich.
R, so you gotta put
Right.
you gotta put an arrow
Circle
to
back.
Yep.
Up here.
Yep.
And then this last P, you guessed it. Preparedness. The reason is because if you're not prepared for your gig, that's the quickest way to lose it.
All right, so this happens on tour. We're having some major Ableton issues, and so we're trying to figure that out right now because when it comes to doing a show, especially this is the reason why the first show is always kind of a like guinea pig show because you're kind of working through a whole bunch of stuff. So right now we are trying to figure this out because Ableton has all the transitions, all the stuff, and if we don't have it, it makes it really hard to keep the show consistent.
It's all Julian's fault. We're held up right now
I am the MD
because
so
of
I'm
our
straight.
MD, and we're gonna be all right though. When you put a hoodie on like that, that's when you know you're guilty.
You guilty of something, bro. Trying to hide
We're
from
gonna figure
something.
it out. We're gonna be all right. I'm not. We just have to figure out what the problem is.
Are you nervous about tonight?
No, there's no reason to be nervous. We have Julian Tabares as our tracks man, so literally we have no worries except for possibly botching up a full set. Julian Tabares has wrecked this thing. You know, he keeps bragging on his computer, but like it keeps skipping nonstop. So you know what I mean? Like facts don't care about your feelings.
So we got the one and only Jordan Dye running front of house for the tour. What kind of board are you using for this weekend?
This was
Or for this venue?
This is a Ravage PM3.
Oh, nice.
It's Japanese.
So we are headed to the VIP experience, which is just kind of like for all of the people who paid the little extra to kind of talk with the band, talk with the artists, and everything. This happens sometimes on tours. It doesn't happen all the time. So we're going up right now. It's gonna be fun.
I got something for you. Listen here, there's a song that's called Under My Feet. It'll be coming out later.
Yes, sir.
But it talks about having bruised heels because we've been stumping upon the devil because he's under our feet. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yes, come on.
Right now. The reason, hey, if you ain't really stumping on the devil's head, your feet ain't gonna be hurt. But if you walking around with feet that's hurting, that means you've been stumping. Come on, sir.
All right, Julian, what's the problem?
The problem is, it's 10, we having a good time with the body of Christ, 10 p.m. But the problem is, we gotta leave here at 4 a.m. to catch our flight to go to Denver.
Here's the problem that Julian doesn't know. Our food's not even here.
Look at this guy. In the Lord's, no way showing
Hey, put the prayer cloth over me. Just lay it in the spirit.
We got Johnny Bravo here. Close it out all the time. Yo, it is 3:50. Our lobby call is 3:55. Yeah, I feel like death right now. Julian, how you feeling right now?
Alright, so here, let me tell y'all. If this ever airs, I want the people to know that last night I had an energy drink at like 10, 11, hold on 1 second. At like 10, 11 at night, and Colton actually told me, he was like, hey bro, you shouldn't be drinking that.
Bro, I told you that too.
That energy drinks like Red Bull's crazy cousin.
So I was like, yeah, whatever, Colton's crazy. I'm checking my Chipotle, no problem, right? And right, I was cool until I decided to go to bed, and I just feel my heart is beating a lot faster than normal. So I'm like, whatever, I sleep it off. Well, I'm not a morning person at all, like at all. But this morning I woke up, yo, I feel like I got 10 hours of sleep. And we only slept for...
Bro, that was like 20 minutes, bro.
I'm ready to go, bro. You take me, I'm going there. You take me there, I'm going there.
Good morning, Kirsten.
Good morning. How are you, Travis?
Are you awake?
I'm gonna sing really good tonight, though. Can you tell?
Yeah. Damn time. Boy, that energy can change my life. I need some more of that. I told David earlier I ain't sleeping for the rest of the tour. I'm good to go. Ain't got no problem. I'm good to go.
Julian, like trash. That's what you're feeling like.
Crash is coming, bro. I feel it. Whoa.
So guys, we're at the gate, and man, what you doing?
I was transitioning.
Oh my God. So we're at the gate, and we're just like, wait, we're trying to reserve this whole little section for our crew right here. So we've got like, man, what is it? How many hours until the show?
Maybe 14.
We were just talking about this last night. Like, so we're playing like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, like for our set. The other 22 hours are with people, just like this. It's all about hanging. It's all about having fun. It's all about, you know, how we have relationships with each other and friendships. And so just know, it's one thing to get really good and get really great and have a lot of talent, but there's another thing to be a person that people can connect to. So, what y'all say?
Yeah. You hit it on the head, bro. Yep. You gotta be personal, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't nobody want to be around somebody that's mean.
Like you.
Nah, I'm just ugly.
In the end, the first leg of any tour is usually the one where the most mistakes happen when it comes to an arrangement needing to be tweaked because it didn't translate live, or if the band or singers have random mistakes that came out of absolutely nowhere. The first leg is where we knock out all of the kinks and set the foundation for the rest of the tour. If you guys like these vlogs, feel free to support me on Patreon, which is linked in the description, and get some really cool perks with that. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified when the newest videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.